Internet, welcome back to Contact, a space engineer's fight to the death. Where, well, that probably is what's going to happen today. My army is quickly growing, or rather, I guess it's grown. So I have these 6 here, that one just finished. Did I do my math wrong? I think I need 1 more. No, I don't. I just can't do math now. So I have 1 over there, 1 there, 6 more, that's 8. I have 8 spots on the ship. My plan for today, might be to go after that unidentified signal. I don't know. We'll get these guys loaded and then see what's available. But we're going after someone today. So I should be able to do this from in here, because I can just remote control all the drones to get them in position. I should probably set up... Actually, I'm gonna build a timer block. I'm gonna need multiple timer blocks. Probably do this back here. I've got a fun idea to make this sort of drone launching sequence work and make it... I don't think we fully depressurize. We may not have room to depressurize. Anyway, fun idea. So what we have are 4 timer blocks, 2 over there, 2 over here. They are set up to control the connectors up there. So that's connector set 1, set 2, 3, and 4. Essentially, I trigger the first timer block, it unlocks these first 2 connectors, then waits a second, then triggers the next timer, which waits a second, unlocks those, triggers the next. So, from the outside, we should have the first 2 drones pop off, then the second 2, then the third, then the fourth. The idea here for me is essentially I want to avoid them all flying off together and then bouncing into each other. So by sort of staggering them, these 2 should launch and then maneuver before these 2 start maneuvering. Just, yeah, it seems like a safety thing, and it'll look cool because it's sort of, it just ripple off the back. But yeah, the drones themselves should be set up so that when the connectors disconnect, it triggers them to launch and do all their stuff. I should probably test one, but yeah, maybe I'll do that real quick. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna undock the Stingray and then let's test one of these drones just to make sure everything works. So remote access, the closest pufferfish should be, yep, that one. Which, so this was the original pufferfish. I'm realizing I never set up all the like controls and things for manual operation. They aren't really meant for manual operation, so that's not a, critical issue. But it does mean this part's gonna involve a few more button clicks. I should be able... Yeah, I can control them from out here fairly well, though. Some of the time. Okay, that's in position. So, lock it down. Oh, and I'll need to turn off all its things. That's kind of awkward. I'm just gonna launch it and see what happens. Because it's gonna be a pain to figure out what is what. So, what should happen, as soon as I hit button 7, it should shoot itself off and then engage its AI control and possibly go over after that mining carriage. I'll probably stop it before then, but... Right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Well. So unfortunately this one was the sort of control unit. What's going on here? Yeah, it's not done its things. Hopefully this is just an issue with stuff not being turned off correctly. But I have a funny feeling it isn't, which means all the drones, because this was the blueprint one, all of them are gonna need to be fixed. The docking event controller should be the one... Oh! Okay, the event controllers are off. That's what happened. I think I had those off for diagnostic testing so it wouldn't accidentally trigger the AI stuff. We should be good now. Okay. Now we dock. Alright. And now, yep. So now all the things have turned off. That was supposed to happen. And now when we launch... Okay, it didn't zip off quite as I expected. But that was, you know, what it was supposed to do. It popped away from the hull at least, and then I assume its AI stuff is on. Yep, AI behavior on. The combat controller is off. Was it off before, or did I goof something? I goofed something. This should be AI behavior off, not toggle block off. There we go. So now it's on. It's looking for enemies. There are no enemies, so it won't do anything. Okay. Well, that's not great. That means I have to fix all of that. But at least now we know, and we didn't do that in combat. And we know that it launches itself, so that's, yeah, that's cool. I guess I'll get all these guys docked up, and then off we go. Oh. Okay. That's another issue. Crud, I think this is the last one I did, and it looks like the flight controller was not fully built. Okay, I may do some just general poking around and see if I can't get these things doing as they should. Alright, drones are all in position. If I hit that, go into the Stingray terminal that's full of lights. I should be able to just connect all of these at once. And it's worked. I should probably have controlled the Gatling turrets. Yeah, actually. It should be fine, because again, if I'm in combat, these guys are already in combat. But at the moment, they will shoot through their brothers to try and get a hit at the enemy. But they all look happy, wiggling their little fins. Alright, now I need to dock up again, just to make sure they're full. Actually, I may not need to dock up because I think all of the ammo was actually on board the Stingray here. We can check real quick. Okay, it looks like they've all got Gatling ammo. Yep, and I've still got a bunch on board in the cargo. I could maybe get... we'll be fine. Though I said we'll be fine last time, and we weren't fine last time. I'm gonna go ahead and bring some more motors over. Yeah, everything else looks alright. Maybe some more interior plate as well. I don't think it's necessary for anything, but it's never a bad idea to have some. Alright, let's check. So, how much uranium do we have? Okay, that's looking good again. Cargo is looking good. How are our tanks? Hold on. Yeah, that's what greeted me that first time. That's a lot of warheads. I did. They're unarmed. They shouldn't be a danger, but I do have 8 bombs on top of the ship at the moment. I mean, look, they're not over anywhere that's a bad thing to have holes in, so I'm sure it's fine. Tanks. How many tanks do we tank? Okay, we're full of oxygen, full of hydrogen. We should be good. We have 15 minutes to get... Oh, my camera's gonna be real weird. 15 minutes to get up to that signal. Do I go after it? I assume that, that time is sort of... After a certain point, they have a timer and then they're gonna disappear. You know, they clear out and detonate the base or whatever these Factorum folk probably do. What is my jump range? 2,003 kilometers. Let's get that stuff set back up. Yeah, so that is 3 jumps away. 6 minutes of charging time between each jump. I don't think I can make it. Well, what I may do then... I don't know why I'm bothering realigning myself. It's not like it... You know, I produce my own gravity. But I may go ahead... I may just wait for that 13 minutes and for the next thing to show up, and then go after it, because one, that'll give us more time. I'd hate to get there and, you know, be in position and the thing disappears on me. And I don't even think I can get to it in the time remaining. So we'll just stake out and go after, on the hunt for the next target. Oh. Dang it. I was hoping it would be closer. Okay, well, we've got a target. That is 4 jumps away now. Just under. But we should be able to make it. It does mean that we are, yet again taking ourselves well outside of comfortable retrieval distance if things go the worst. But we do now have a second jump capable ship, so hopefully the baby beluga doesn't get called in to salvage the scrap of whatever is left of this. Okay. Let's roll, and hopefully I've got a couple strategies that I plan on giving a whirl, so hopefully all of that together will make this work out. So I suppose as we cruise along here, I can go ahead and talk about my strategy. So, in addition to the drones, which I can launch as soon as I need to... Oh! I just realized I forgot a part of this strategy. I'm gonna have to manually use one of the pufferfish. But I wanted to make a little tiny drone that I could use to scout. I may see if I have enough parts. I doubt I do. I guess I could mine something real quick. Anyway, I'll talk about strategy first. Maybe I stop by and take out a space pirate something to get some drone bits. But my plan, first off, I'm not going to leave the ship. I'm going to do everything scouting-wise remotely. So when I get into range, the first thing I'm going to do is make use of my underslung sniping cannon turret to hopefully take out the enemy weapons and antenna. This was from a comment of, I think, Shimonik? I don't know how to pronounce, but they're a person on the internet, and they suggested that potentially taking out the base's antenna will stop them calling in for support, which sounds like a good idea. Next part of the plan, after I've taken out the enemy's external defenses and communication equipment, I'm gonna send a little drone, or a pufferfish, into the thing closer to hopefully, at the very least, trigger any traps. I'm hoping that a drone will actually trigger things and it won't specifically need a person. That's always a danger. But I figure if I can do most of my scouting from a drone, it'll mean that I don't have to leave the ship, which means I can, I can do things. I can survive and I can maneuver and I can position myself to defend myself against enemies when they appear. Because that was the biggest issue last go. I was away from the ship, enemies came in. By the time I got to the ship to do anything, it had been sitting there just getting pounded by bullets. Third thing to note, I'm going to make sure not to have the base weapons locked. It's another benefit in that lower turret. I should be able to snipe anything, weapons-wise, so I shouldn't need to lock the heavy guns, which will hopefully mean they're ready to fire against any drones that come to attack me. So, all in all, hopefully this will be a successful attack. I guess worst case, well, I have a blueprint. How close are we to jumping? Oh. We're ready. Okay, it must have just ticked over, because power was showing 40%, and I know that's not baseline usage. Okay. Well. One more jump. Then I'll just, I may poke around and see if I have the stuff in storage to build a little drone. I could always take bits off of the, what was this called? Suckerfish, I think. Something, whatever the proper name of a suckerfish is. I could take bits off of it. But what do we actually have? There's a lot of cargo stuff. Most of it can't actually hold cargo. And that's what I was afraid of. Let's get everything into the main container. I did throw some assorted other junk in just to make sure that I had, you know, general repair bits. Just pop out real quick, make sure there are no rocks. Yep, we're good. It is a little disconcerting cruising along at 50 meters a second back here. Now let's see something real quick. Okay, good. So if I place a block while moving, the block, this block is free floating, but is moving at 50 meters a second. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, well this is very basic. The biggest question will be, do I have, well, how many power cells do I have, if any? Yeah, well that kind of puts a damper on this whole plan. You know, I have a bunch of drones strapped to the roof anyway. I'll just plan on using one of them. The only issue will be any doors that get in the way. But I don't know. Last time I don't think I actually went inside. I was just at the cusp. So hopefully I can at least trigger any events by just, you know, poking it with the front of my drone, even if I can't get through the door. One more jump, and then after this we'll be almost in range. Yeah, okay. Just out of half the jump range, though. There is the danger, because I am, well, because I'm jumping in, it's going to take both my jump drives to get the distance. I have to wait 6 minutes for them to recharge to be able to escape. I may be able to outrun stuff at sublight. Hopefully I will, assuming I can see it quick enough to get to full acceleration. Yeah, it's a bit of a risk not being able to. Maybe. Well, no. I'm gonna have to do it. The other option is I jump in relatively close, let the drives charge, and then get within range at sublight. But I think it'll be easier to jump to within 5 kilometers of the thing, and then I could always just wait to engage. But that also doesn't seem very dramatic, so I think we'll just get in there and go for it. In fact, let's go unidentified signal. Select. 5 minutes until we're ready to jump. This will put us, forget, the last one I don't think put us like within a kilometer. This should put us a little further out, hopefully. But does at least get us in close. And then we'll figure out. I am going to make sure to disable and set up the jump drives. Disable the jump to target. That way I can jump away quickly once the drives are charged, assuming I need to. Interesting. Can't tell if I'm just not seeing everything there. There was a mayday signal at that ship. Is it worth diverting? I feel like no. I could do it. Maybe it'll be smart in the long run, but honestly, it'll take me out of the moment. I wanna. I'm in the fighting spirit. I want to get in there and do some damage. Actually explore some of these guys that I've been trying to get to for 25 episodes. dash weeks or whatever roleplay thing you want to fit in there. I am going to go ahead and come to a stop. That way, well, I don't careen into the enemy physically or get within range before I'm ready. Jump drive should be done any moment now. Yep, 10 seconds. Okay, it's skipping a few, but that's fine. The faster it goes, the better. Alright. We are ready to go. This is it. Okay. Repair systems on. I'm gonna go ahead and switch. No, we'll leave it on weapons. I may switch that if actual combat ensues to power, which is 2 clicks. That's another thing. If nothing else, batteries tend to be at the core of a ship, so switching to power means that you're targeting, targeting the core should slightly increase the chances of hitting while still, not wasting time with things that are dead. Okay. See how close we get. Hopefully not within danger range. Okay. We got enemies. Yep. We're being fired upon. Oh boy. Ow. Okay, let's nose up. Drones go. Oh no, the drones are touching each other. That's not what I want. Drones go better. Save me. Okay. Ow. Okay, that was pretty much dead on a turret. I have no idea where the drones are, but... Oh! Look at that! The enemies are targeting the drone swarm. I need to get closer to start doing damage to them. Ah, look at those guns go. Alright. Ow! That seemed bad. Oh, I'm way too close. Oh, that big thing is big! Oh, man. Okay. Ow. Okay, front armor's doing its job, though. I think they're still engaging the drones. That thing's huge, and it's got assault cannons. I don't know. Oh, that was a pufferfish. Oh, okay, the pufferfish don't seem to be doing too hot. But I've definitely disabled one enemy. We seem to be drifting in a unique... Ooh. Ow. Got hit in the eye. We're drifting in a unique new way. Let's see... Dang. See, the issue is... That guy... We have the same range, me and that other ship. So it's distracted, which is lovely. I'm yawing. Something must be loose, and that's what's causing me to yaw around badly. Let's see. Get that gun in position. I'm gonna try and get close enough that I can start taking some pot shots. I hope that the drones will distract its guns long enough. But the fact that I'm drifting weirdly doesn't help matters. Okay. Hostile target lock detected. Oh, I wonder if it's detecting... It's detecting that I can target lock it. Ooh. Okay, the gun doesn't seem to be gunning. Why is... I didn't build any ammo for the gun. Ah! Dang it. Okay. I didn't build any ammo. Oh god, that's a missile. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Ow. That's interesting. These guys are pretty advanced. That big ship is firing missiles at me. My drones, there is still a pufferfish out there. Seems to be mostly dead. There were some other ships and I did some damage. Let's see. Well, angle, so hopefully the Gatlings can take out any of these missiles. Let's see if I can spot any of those other ships. That looks like a floating piece of pufferfish. Oh, there's that missile. Ow. They're targeting my weapons and they're doing a dang good job. Okay. That one pufferfish is just holding its own. Hopefully with the pufferfish in between us. Oh, it may be dead now though. Hard to tell. That's one of their ships. But it's in between. That would be another missile, I'm guessing. Ah. Okay, I don't think it took out a turret that time. God, my Gatlings are not doing a very good job of dealing with these guys. Oh, also we're getting in range. I'm beginning to wonder if this is an unwinnable battle here. Oh, they may be coming after me, actually. Let's see. I am just gonna do something probably stupid. Oh, especially given that guy. Oh, now they're going after my thrust. I'm gonna try and get close enough to the front of this enemy that hopefully I can, you know, lay on my big cannons. No, actually, no. Because my big guns are 1,400 meters. I think he actually outguns me. We match range with my sniping gun that I don't control and don't have ammo for. Dang it. Okay. That was another drone. I'm just gonna go. I think this was not a, Okay, let's see. Dang it! Oh, that was a big thruster, too. Oh, that took out like... That took out a lot. That took out 2 thrusters. There, I have duplicates of them, but yeah, no, I'm... Okay. That was too much for me. Just get... Oh my god. Oh, I'm within range again. I'm just gonna... This weird roll is not helping at all. I'm just gonna get out of range and, yeah. Full speed, I'm just gonna chuck myself. Ooh. Oh. That's probably one of their things, but that other guy's... He'll be on me. Okay, let's stop and see. This may be a stupid idea. But if that other ship isn't actually moving, I may be able to go and steal whatever that is. Oh, it is firing missiles at me. But I managed to take that one out. Okay. First step, let's get the jump drives. I didn't even have time to do that. Yeah, nice, real short jump. I am going to try... Oh, that guy, no, that guy's definitely moving. He's moving sort of parallel. Is he going back to his little thing? Ooh. That door didn't fare well. I'll choose this one. I think most of our internal systems are fine. I'm gonna do something mildly stupid. So, I don't think this thing has a remote. Let me just check. The Remora, it does have a remote. I am going to attempt a remote capture of whatever that other thing was. Or maybe, because things don't seem to be coming at me anymore, maybe I just attack it. Not even attack it. Okay, we do have a blueprint. I'm just gonna try and swoop in real quick, grab that loot, and fly back. Hopefully, I'm not within range of the enemy. If I can just lock onto it and bring it back with me, at least I've got something from this. And worst case, I should respawn on the ship. I hope the medbay was intact. It looks like it's looking right at me, doesn't it? That's not a good sign. Oh, and I'm gonna be very much within... In fact, it's closer to me than the loot is. Ruh-roh. Oh boy. Woohoo! Okay. If I can get the loot in between... Oh! Ow! That was probably important. Oh boy, this is a little bit uncomfortable. This is what we call dangerous salvage. Oh god, there are missiles. Ow! I don't even want to look. Okay. Well, now I can look. Oh good, the medbay's intact. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go quickly before the missiles find me. Where even? Oh, I lost my gear. I should have put that away. Oh well. Okay, Earth. Where be you? Okay, it's still shooting at my corpse. Just try and get some momentum up. I need to do a walk around and see what's fallen off. Okay. We should be careening in roughly the right direction. Let's go ahead and jump for home. All right. Why are we spinning? So I'm not seeing any damage aside from that. No damage to engineering, which is good. Being able to actually face the front shield into danger definitely seems to have helped. Could one of the docking things have gotten crumpled a little? Ah, yep. That'd do it. There's the one big issue with having pistons on a combat ship. Pistons plus deformed armor tends to equal wonky flight controls or explosions. We ended up with the flight controls. Okay. Do we seem to be tracking now? Yes. The spin is gone. So, actually, we've got some armor damage. We've lost some turrets. Do we? I can't actually access that. Oh. Okay, we do have one airlock out of commission. Not that it really matters because the air is also out of commission. This nacelle is the biggest damage done. But this should... Do we still have... Yeah, we still have some repair stuff, steel plate and whatnot. I think part of the issue... This was a missile that hit those, and those missiles just do enough damage in one go. Ooh, that's an awkward rock. Yeah, those missiles just do enough damage to, well, do a lot of damage. But I will say the front shield did a pretty remarkable job. This side obviously took a few hits. We did, anyone sitting in that seat would have had a bad day. But all in all, we didn't get cored like an apple. We did lose all our drones, which is unfortunate. And the Remora, which is maybe a little less unfortunate. I don't know. I probably need it, but I've also not had a chance to gather anything. So, you know, I might as well... I should figure out how to fight the enemy before I worry about how to loot the enemy. And after doing a bit more thinking, I do think that that was a tough one to get. I came in on a very heavily armed warship. So, yeah, I'm not really set up for dealing with that. It does make me wonder if, to progress through this, maybe I need an even more powerful ship that has missile defense capabilities, or missile offense. I think for next time I go out on one of these little adventures, I think I'll plan on having, well, I'll hope that I get one that's easier. The first two I had were much easier targets to get. Then I can try some of these strategies, because the strategies I have are based off of, you know, the static base that has to call in reinforcements. I need to work myself up maybe to taking on their convoy ships with their max range guns. I could also consider, especially because I need the ammo, maybe I replace the main, like the very top and bottom guns with artillery. So I keep my 4 assault, and then I have 2 artillery guns, so I at least have multiple turrets that outrange that guy. I mean, this ship rotates quick enough. Maybe I do get rid of my sniping turret and replace it with a railgun, like, under the nose there. I'll have to see where I can fit one in. Oh, okay. Jump time again. Yeah, we should be close to jump driving now. Or we're about halfway to jump driving. This whole cruising through space half dead is not all that thrilling. I guess I could. Hold on a moment. Maybe I didn't name it repair projector. Okay, good. For a second I thought the repair projector was gone. No, and I don't think I... Yeah, I didn't hit keep projection when I... Yeah. As we cruise... Okay, as we cruise, I'm gonna clang myself to death. Apparently even the gods are annoyed that I didn't find anything to salvage. I don't have anything in my body worth getting. I'm gonna look real quick and see what I can do down here. Because there is a bit of room. Now the only issue, I don't think a railgun is airtight. I think like most of the sort of, you know, fixed guns, you have to either have them external or enclosed in some way internally to keep it all breathable. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. There we go. Those dampeners are tricky. So my thought is to basically run along this line and recess a railgun in here. That way it doesn't look too bad in terms of, you know, being able to see it. And actually, it should work. So I can go pretty much to here. Because if I'm right, yeah, that is a welder there. So I don't really want to get rid of it. And then this is a pipe back here. I think? Yeah. That's piping for that gun. Okay. What will the old railgun look like up here? If I can find them. Oh. Okay, that's not what I wanted, but good to know that'll weld. You know, it changes the look a little. It's not super subtle, but it does sort of work. I like it better up there than when it was down there. I mean, at the end of the day, there's so much steel in. At the end of the day, I don't think I can get it to go any further back without, well, seriously changing how the rest of the ship is laid out and piped. We'll leave it there. I'll see if it grows on me, but it would be useful. And then I have another Gatling turret again. It's probably for the best. Alright, we should be ready for the last jump. We'll keep cruising. We can decelerate pretty quickly because we still have all our reverse thrust. Just can't accelerate. And I shouldn't. Well, it's fine. Yeah, we're stopped already. Our scarred battleship pulling into dock. Oh god, trying to figure out where the camera is. Well, that was something. We've learned yet another potential thing we could encounter. We have learned that maybe jumping straight in is not a good idea because of exactly what happened. I jumped straight in. I was already within range. I had to boost to try and get out of the way, you know, in order to have enough speed to dodge. So yeah, we learned some things though. The drones, well, I don't know what really the drones did, but they launched, so that was cool. And they did seem to distract the enemy for a bit. I just couldn't really capitalize on it because I was outgunned by 800 meters. But we've learned some valuable stuff for next time. I'm gonna probably eat a small moon's worth of resources in order to get everything rebuilt. I guess I'll build another rake of drones as well. And yeah, and probably do some minor modifications to get the Stingray ready for its next round of battle. So until then, thank you everybody so much for watching. Feel free to check out the other stuff I've done. Do all the subscribing, membery, whatnot you want to. And until next week, bye bye.